Life can feel like a heavy weight pressing down on us. We wake up, go through the same routine, and wonder why nothing ever changes. Whether it's in our career, relationships, or personal growth, we feel stuck, like we're running in place while life speeds past us. That feeling? It's not permanent. It's a sign that it's time for something bigger, a sign that it's time to reset. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly alive? The last time you woke up excited, ready to chase something meaningful? If it's been a while, you're not alone. The good news? You have the power to change that. The Stoics knew this well. Life isn't about what happens to us, but how we choose to see and respond to it. Imagine your life as a computer. Sometimes it slows down, freezes, gets overwhelmed with too many open tabs of worries, regrets, and fears. But what do we do when our computer isn't working right? We reset it. We clear out the junk. We get a fresh start. That's what we need to do in life. 2. Reset isn't about erasing the past. It's about learning from it and moving forward with a sharper focus. It's about shifting our perspective, breaking out of old cycles, and stepping into a new chapter with confidence and purpose. Today, you have that choice. Right here, right now. So, how do we do this? How do we press reset on our lives and create lasting change? We'll break it down into 3 powerful steps: reset, restart, and refocus. Reset. Clear out the mental clutter. Think of your mind like a cluttered room. If it's full of junk, negative thoughts, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, there's no space for growth. So let's declutter. Take a moment to write down the thoughts that have been holding you back. Fear? Regret? The belief that you're not good enough? Now ask yourself, are these things facts or just stories you've been telling yourself? The moment you challenge these thoughts is the moment you start reclaiming control. Restart. Step back into the game. Have you ever played a video game where you failed a level? Did you throw the whole game away? No. You restarted. You learned from your mistakes and tried again. Life works the same way. Maybe you failed before. Maybe you've started something and given up. So what? That was a practice run. This time, you're wiser, stronger, and more prepared. You're not starting over. You're starting better. Refocus. Aim at what truly matters. Picture camera lens. When it's blurry, everything looks messy, uncertain. But when you adjust the focus, suddenly everything is clear. The same applies to life. Too often, we waste energy on distractions, comparing ourselves to others, worrying about things we can't control. It's time to zoom in on what really matters. Your goals, your purpose, your happiness. If it doesn't serve your growth, it doesn't deserve your focus. Now, let's make this real. Think of someone who transformed their life. Maybe it's an athlete who came back from injury, an entrepreneur who failed multiple times before succeeding, or someone in your own life who refused to give up. They weren't special. They weren't luckier than you. They just made a choice to reset, restart, and refocus. And now it's your turn. No more waiting for the perfect moment. No more overthinking. No more letting fear win. The power to change your life is already in your hands. The only question is, will you use it? So take a deep breath. Let go of the past. Step into the present and press reset. Chapter 1, The Power of Resetting. Resetting is about letting go. The Stoics believed in detachment, not as a way to withdraw from life, but as a method of freeing yourself from unnecessary burdens. By learning to release what no longer serves us, we create space for new opportunities and growth. Think about the last time you held on to something that was no longer serving you. A toxic relationship, a failed business, or even an outdated version of yourself. Often, we cling to these things out of fear. Fear of change, fear of failure, or fear of the unknown. But true strength lies in recognizing when something is weighing you down and having the courage to step away from it. The first step to change is acknowledging that you need a fresh start. This requires deep self-reflection and brutal honesty. Ask yourself, is the situation, habit, or mindset helping me become the best version of myself? If the answer is no, then it's time to detach and move forward. The Stoics believe in focusing only on what is within our control. We cannot change the past, nor can we dictate the future. But we can choose our response in the present moment. This is where the power of awareness comes into play. Awareness is the gateway to transformation. When you become aware of what is holding you back, you regain control over your life. It is easy to move through life on autopilot, reacting to events without questioning whether they align with your personal growth. But once you stop and ask yourself these hard questions, you begin to reclaim your direction. Letting go is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of wisdom. It does not mean forgetting, but rather learning. It does not mean giving up, but rather repositioning. Letting go is a conscious decision to prioritize what truly matters, to stop carrying unnecessary burdens, and to focus on what you can control. Music intensifies. The moment you decide to reset, you open yourself to new possibilities. Letting go also means embracing uncertainty. Many people hold on to the past because it feels safe, even when it no longer serves them. But the Stoics remind us that true peace comes from our ability to navigate the unknown with confidence. When we release what no longer benefits us, we create room for new experiences, relationships, and opportunities that align with our growth. Embrace this as a liberating experience. Take pride in the fact that you are actively shaping your own destiny. Resetting is about stepping into a new mindset, where past mistakes do not define you, but instead teach you valuable lessons. Every reset is an opportunity for renewal, a chance to redefine who you are and what you want from life. This process requires courage, but also brings great rewards. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that your past does not dictate your future. Growth is not about perfection, but about the willingness to keep evolving. It is about embracing each moment as a fresh opportunity to become better, stronger, and more aligned with your true self. With this perspective, you'll find that each fresh start becomes a stepping stone toward the person you are meant to be. The road ahead is open and full of possibilities. All you have to do is take the first step, practical exercise. Take a moment to write down 3 things that are holding you back. Consider why these things have a hold on you. Are they based on fear, comfort, or a sense of obligation? Next, ask yourself, do I need these in my life, or am I holding on to them out of habit? If not, make a plan to let them go. Now, go one step further. Visualize your life without these burdens. How would it feel? What new opportunities might arise? Write down the positive outcomes that could come from releasing these limitations. Then create an actionable roadmap with small steps toward letting them go. Whether it's having a difficult conversation, making a change in your routine, or simply shifting your mindset, the power of release is in your hands. Embrace it fully. Chapter 2, Restarting with Clarity. Restarting doesn't mean starting over. It means moving forward with the lessons you've learned. Every failure, every setback, every heartbreak isn't a reason to quit. It's a reason to grow. The path to restarting is an evolution, one that requires courage, patience, and a willingness to embrace change. The Stoics taught us that every challenge is an opportunity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes a way." When we shift our perspective and see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, we unlock the ability to transform setbacks into growth. Challenges, when approached with the right mindset, can become our greatest teachers. To truly restart with clarity, we must examine our failures without self-judgment. Instead of seeing them as evidence of our shortcomings, we should embrace them as part of the process. Every successful person has faced failure. What sets them apart is their ability to learn and move forward with greater wisdom and determination. Failure is not the end. It's a signal that something needs to change. When we identify what went wrong and make necessary adjustments, our restart is built on a stronger, wiser foundation. Another important part of restarting is accepting that progress isn't always a straight line. Growth isn't just about moving forward. It's about adjusting, recalibrating, and learning from every step. The Stoics remind us that we don't control what happens to us, but we do control how we respond. When we restart, we must understand that setbacks are natural and should not be feared. They are steps on the journey to self-improvement. Every challenge is a new opportunity to reassess, refine, and strengthen our foundation. Restarting also means refining our approach. What worked for us in the past may not work now, and that's okay. Growth requires flexibility, and sometimes that means stepping outside our comfort zone to try new strategies. We must be adaptable, open to fresh perspectives, and willing to experiment. Sometimes restarting means taking a completely different path than the one we originally planned. It's a chance to build a stronger foundation, one that aligns with our true values and goals. A restart also requires patience. True transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that demands consistency and effort. Even when progress feels slow, each small step forward adds up over time to create lasting change. By committing to steady improvement instead of chasing immediate perfection, we develop resilience that will serve us well in the long run. Most importantly, a restart is an opportunity to reconnect with our purpose. It's not just about making changes. It's about ensuring those changes bring us closer to our true vision. Without a clear sense of purpose, even the strongest efforts can feel directionless. Taking time to realign our actions with our deeper values helps create a fulfilling and meaningful path forward. Restarting isn't about erasing the past. It's about using our past experiences as lessons to shape a better future. By maintaining this perspective, we restart not just with clarity, but with confidence and renewed motivation. Practical exercise. Think of a past failure that still weighs on you. Instead of seeing it as a regret, reframe it as a lesson. What did you learn from it? How can you apply that knowledge to improve your life now? Write down one concrete step you can take today to use that past failure as a stepping stone toward future success. Chapter 3. Refocusing on what matters. Our attention is our greatest power. Yet in a world full of distractions, we often forget to use it wisely. Every day, we are pulled in many directions: notifications, emails, social media, endless to-do lists. The world competes for our focus, but we must learn to take control of it. Seneca once said, "Life is long if you know how to use it." But are we truly using our time, or are we just keeping busy? There's a big difference between being productive and simply being occupied. Are you making real progress toward your goals? Or are you just filling your days with tasks that don't matter? The illusion of busyness. Many people mistake movement for progress. Checking emails, scrolling through social media, jumping from task to task. These things make us feel like we are doing something. But are we truly getting closer to the life we want? Or are we just running in circles? Real progress comes when we focus on what truly matters. The key is to remove what does not add value to our lives. To refocus, we must identify what is truly important, eliminate distractions, create an environment that supports deep focus, practice self-discipline and mental clarity, taking back control of our attention. We must learn to train our minds, just like we train our bodies. Every time we allow distractions to take over, we weaken our ability to focus. But when we fight against distraction, we build mental strength. Try this. Set aside a time each day for deep, uninterrupted work. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Place your phone out of reach. Give your full attention to what matters most. Over time, this habit will transform your ability to focus. The Stoics taught that self-control is the key to mastery. When we train our minds to resist distraction, we reclaim our power. It won't be easy at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Like building a muscle, it takes time and patience. But every time you resist the urge to check your phone, you strengthen your ability to focus. Learning to say no. One of the biggest enemies of focus is overcommitment. When we say yes to everything, we stretch ourselves too thin. We end up exhausted, drained, and unable to give our best to what truly matters. We must learn the power of saying no. Not every opportunity is worth our time. Not every obligation deserves our energy. If something does not bring us closer to our goals or add value to our lives, it may be time to let it go. Think about this. What if you could eliminate just one unnecessary task from your life? What if you could free up more time for what truly matters? The more we remove distractions, the more energy we have for our true purpose. Time is our most precious resource. Time is the one thing we can never get back. Every moment wasted on things that don't matter is a moment stolen from the things that do. The key to a meaningful life is to invest our time wisely. To do this, we must prioritize. Here's a simple exercise. Write down all the things you spend time on each week. Ask yourself, does this activity bring me closer to my goals? If the answer is no, Consider eliminating or reducing it. The goal is not to fill our time, but to use it wisely. Every decision should bring us closer to fulfillment, not further away. The power of intentional living. Refocusing is not just about removing distractions. It's about designing a life of meaning. By refining our daily habits, we create a life centered around purpose. Every small change we make adds up over time, leading to a more focused, fulfilling existence. Start today. Each morning, write down one thing that would make the day a success. Focus on that. Remove distractions. Lie with intention. With patience, discipline, and focus, we can train ourselves to direct our energy toward what truly matters. Your life is shaped by what you focus on. Choose wisely. Chapter 4. The Mental Reset. Letting go and moving forward. Your mind is a control center of your life. If your thoughts are cluttered with negativity, regrets, and fear, it's like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. You feel exhausted, slow, and stuck. But what if you could put that backpack down? What if you could let go of the mental baggage weighing you down? That's what a mental reset is all about. Clearing out the unnecessary and making room for growth, confidence, and joy. Your thoughts shape your reality. Have you ever noticed that when you expect a day to be bad, it usually turns out that way? But when you wake up excited and hopeful, things seem to go much better. That's not magic. It's your mindset at work. Ancient philosophers like the Stoics knew this truth. Your perception creates your world. They believe that life isn't about what happens to you, but how you interpret it. A failure can be seen as the end of the road, or as a lesson that makes you stronger. The choice is always yours. Imagine two people lose their jobs. One thinks, I'm worthless. I'll never find another opportunity. The other says, this is tough, but maybe it's a chance to find something even better. Who do you think will bounce back faster? The one who takes control of their thoughts. Breaking free from negative loops. Negative thoughts are like a playlist stuck on repeat. The more you listen, the more you believe them. If this message spoke to you, don't just leave inspired. Take action. Hit that like button so more people can find this and start their own transformation. And if you're ready to take this journey further, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every video is a step toward a stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable you. Let's grow together. See you in the next one. Chapter 5. Restarting your habits, the key to lasting change. Have you ever started something new, full of energy and excitement, only to lose motivation a few weeks later? That's because motivation is like a spark. It burns bright, but it fades quickly. True change doesn't come from short bursts of energy. It comes from discipline, from the small actions you take every single day. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that greatness wasn't about one big achievement, but about the habits they built through daily practice. If you want to restart your life, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to feel ready. Instead, start by looking at your daily habits. How do you spend your time? Do your habits bring you closer to the life you want, or are they holding you back? The smallest actions, repeated over time, shape who we become. Imagine planting a tiny seed. It doesn't grow into a strong tree overnight, but with care and consistency, it becomes something unshakable. Small actions, big results. The key to transformation is understanding that small habits create big results. Waking up earlier, exercising daily, reading to expand your mind, or even taking a few minutes to reflect on your day. These small habits build a foundation for success. The difference between a successful person and someone stuck in the same place isn't talent. It's consistency. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush once and expect perfect dental health for life. It's a habit, a small, simple act that, over time, prevents major problems. Life works the same way. The habits you create today will shape your future self. Intentional habits create meaningful change. The Stoics didn't just do things for the sake of routine. They practiced intentional habits, habits that served a greater purpose. They asked themselves daily, are my actions leading me toward virtue and fulfillment, or am I just going through the motions? You can do the same. Ask yourself, are my habits shaping the person I want to be? If not, it's time to change. Write down one bad habit you want to eliminate and one good habit you want to introduce. Stick with it for 30 days. See the difference it makes. The science of habits. How to make them stick. Habits don't happen by accident. Science tells us that habits follow a simple loop. Cue routine reward. If you recognize the patterns behind your habits, you can change them. Let's say stress makes you reach for junk food. Instead of fighting the craving, change the routine. The cue, stress, remains the same, but the new habit could be taking a deep breath, stretching, or drinking a glass of water. Over time, your brain rewires itself, making the new habit feel natural. Another powerful method is habit stacking, connecting a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already drink coffee every morning, add 5 minutes of meditation right after. This way, the new habit feels automatic because it's tied to something you already do. Your environment shapes your habits. Want to be more productive? Remove distractions. Want to eat healthier? Keep nutritious food within reach. Want to read more? Keep a book on your pillow. Your environment can either push you toward success or pull you back into old patterns. Set yourself up for victory by making good habits easy and bad habits hard. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. The people around you influence your habits more than you realize. If you spend time with people who complain, procrastinate, or make excuses, you'll start doing the same. But if you surround yourself with those who challenge you, support you, and push you to grow, you'll rise to their level. Find an accountability partner. Join a group that aligns with your goals. Share your habits with someone who will check in on your progress. When motivation fades, and it will, having people to encourage you makes all the difference. Your identity shapes your habits. Here's a simple but powerful trick. Don't just change your behavior. Change how you see yourself. Instead of saying, I want to exercise more, tell yourself, I am a person who prioritizes my health. When you shift your identity, your habits follow. If you believe you are a disciplined person, you will act like one. Commit to the process, not perfection. Growth isn't a straight path. Some days, you'll feel unstoppable. Other days, you'll want to quit. That's normal. What matters is that you keep going. One missed day won't ruin your progress, but quitting altogether will. Focus on getting back on track, not on being perfect. Remember, every small step you take strengthens your foundation. Even if it feels slow, even if no one notices, every action builds a future version of you. Commit to your habits, stay patient, and trust the process. Your challenge. Start today. Identify one bad habit you'll eliminate and one good habit you'll introduce. Stick with it for 30 days. Track your progress. Hold yourself accountable. And most importantly, don't give up. This is your reset. This is your chance to take control. Start today and watch how small habits lead to big transformation. Chapter 6. The Power of Inner Peace. Inner peace is not about living a perfect life. It's about having the right mindset. Life is full of ups and downs, but true peace comes from within, not from the outside world. The Stoics taught that we don't control what happens to us. We only control how we respond. The truth about inner peace. Many people believe that peace means a life without problems. But real peace isn't about avoiding struggles. It's about facing them with strength and clarity. When we learn to stay calm and focused, even in tough times, we gain true power. Peace doesn't come from everything being easy. It comes from knowing that we can handle whatever comes our way. Letting go of what you can't control. Think about a storm. The wind blows, the rain pours, and the trees shake. But deep beneath the earth, the roots remain strong. Your mind should be like those roots, steady and unshaken by life storms. When we focus on things we can't change, we waste our energy and feel stressed. But when we accept what we can't control and shift our focus to what we can change, our thoughts, actions, and mindset, we take back our power. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Reframing challenges as opportunities. Every problem is an opportunity in disguise. Imagine a seed buried in the soil. In darkness, it begins to grow. Challenges are like that. They force us to grow stronger and wiser. When we face difficulties, we are given a choice to let them break us or to use them as stepping stones to a better life. Instead of saying, this is too hard, say, this is making me stronger. Every challenge is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, the daily practice of inner peace. Peace doesn't just happen. It's something we must practice every day. Here's how. Morning reflection. Start each day by setting your mindset. Say to yourself, no matter what happens today, I will remain calm and in control. Gratitude over worry. When you feel stressed, shift your focus. Instead of worrying about what's wrong, think about what's right. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Breathe through stress. When frustration or anxiety rises, stop and take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you are in control of your emotions, not the other way around. Detach from negativity. Avoid people and situations that drain your energy. Surround yourself with positivity. If something is out of your control, let it go. Reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, say, I am learning and growing. Turn negative thoughts into empowering ones. The strength of a calm mind. A calm mind is a powerful mind. Imagine a still lake. The water reflects everything clearly, but when the water is disturbed, everything becomes unclear. Your mind is the same. When you are calm, you think clearly and make better decisions. Inner peace isn't about escaping life's chaos. It's about mastering yourself. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you will not break. You will bend, adjust, and rise stronger. Your challenge: 30 days to inner peace. For the next 30 days, practice these steps daily. Each night, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Whenever stress arises, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. Remember, peace is not found in the world around you. It is built inside you. And when you master inner peace, no storm can shake you. Chapter 7. Resetting your social circle. The people around you shape your mindset, habits, and future. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to grow, you must choose your circle wisely. Imagine a plant trying to grow in dry, rocky soil. No matter how much potential it has, it struggles to thrive. But if you place it in rich, fertile soil, it flourishes. Your social circle is your soil. Are the people around you helping you grow, or are they keeping you stuck in the same place? The power of influence. Your environment influences your thoughts, actions, and even your dreams. If you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, motivated, and positive, you naturally absorb their energy. But if you are constantly around negativity, self-doubt, and excuses, you will struggle to break free from that mindset. Think about the closest people in your life. Do they encourage your growth or reinforce your fears? Do they challenge you to be better or hold you back with toxic habits? The Stoics believe that true wisdom comes from surrounding yourself with people who push you toward excellence, creating a circle that elevates you. If you want to build a stronger, more successful life, start by assessing your relationships. Here's how you can intentionally reset your social circle. Identify who inspires you. Look for people who embody the traits you admire. Who are the individuals that push you to be better? Who are the mentors, friends, or role models that lead by example? Limit negative influences. Some relationships drain you rather than uplift you. If someone constantly complains, discourages you, or creates unnecessary drama, it might be time to step back. Protect your energy. Seek growth-oriented communities. Join groups, attend events, or engage in conversations that expand your mind. Whether at a mastermind group, a book club, or a fitness class, being in a growth-oriented environment will keep you motivated. Be the person you want to attract. If you want to be around driven, kind, and inspiring people, strive to be that person yourself. Growth attracts growth. The ripple effect of strong relationships. When you build a strong, positive social circle, it doesn't just benefit you. It creates a ripple effect. Your success, confidence, and positivity influence those around you. By being intentional with your relationships, you create a network of support that fuels long-term transformation. Think of great leaders, athletes, and visionaries. None of them succeeded alone. They had a circle of mentors, peers, and supporters who helped them stay on track. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to evaluate your relationships. Who lifts you up and makes you better? Who drains your energy and limits your potential? What steps can you take today to build a more empowering social circle? Growth is a choice. Choose your circle wisely and watch your life transform. If this message spoke to you, don't just leave inspired. Take action. Hit that like button so more people can find this and start their own transformation. And if you're ready to take this journey further, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every video is a step toward a stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable you. Let's grow together. See you in the next one. Chapter 8, Restarting with Purpose. Imagine waking up every day with excitement, knowing exactly why you're here and what you're meant to do. That's the power of purpose. Without it, life can feel like a boat without a sail, drifting aimlessly, pushed by the winds of circumstances. But when you find your purpose, everything changes. It gives your life direction, meaning, and energy. The great thinkers of the past, like the Stoics, understood this deeply. They believed that true happiness comes from living in alignment with our values, not from chasing temporary pleasures or avoiding discomfort. A strong sense of purpose acts as a compass, guiding us through life storms and keeping us moving forward even when things get tough. Why purpose matters. Without purpose, our actions feel scattered. We may be busy, but are we fulfilled? We may accomplish tasks, but do they bring us joy? Purpose is what transforms everyday efforts into steps towards something greater. It helps us make decisions with clarity and take action with confidence. Think about the difference between wandering through a forest without a map versus following a clear trail toward a breathtaking view. One feels exhausting and confusing. The other feels exciting and meaningful. Life works the same way. When you define your purpose, every challenge becomes part of a bigger journey rather than just another struggle. Discovering your purpose. Finding purpose doesn't happen overnight. It takes reflection, patience, and a willingness to explore. Here are some simple ways to start. Look at what excites you. What makes you feel alive? What topics or activities naturally draw your interest? Pay attention to what bothers you. Sometimes, purpose comes from fixing a problem that deeply affects you. Think about your strengths. What do people often compliment you on? What skills come easily to you? Consider your values. What do you stand for? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? Try new things. Purpose is often discovered through experience, not just thinking. Experiment, explore, and allow yourself to grow, turning purpose into action. Purpose is not just about finding a passion. It's about using it to shape your life. Once you identify what truly matters to you, start aligning your actions with it. This means setting clear goals that bring you closer to your purpose. Saying no to distractions that pull you away from what really matters. Surrounding yourself with people who support and encourage your journey. Learning from setbacks rather than letting them discourage you. Obstacles are part of the process, but when you have purpose, they don't feel like dead ends. They feel like stepping stones. Every challenge becomes a lesson. Every failure becomes feedback, and every setback pushes you to grow stronger. The power of purpose in tough times. One of the biggest advantages of living with purpose is resilience. Life will test you. There will be moments of doubt, hardship, and uncertainty. But when you have a deep reason to keep going, quitting is no longer an option. Purpose transforms pain into power. Think of people who overcame great struggles. Whether an athlete trained for years before winning a championship, an entrepreneur facing failure after failure before building a successful business, or a single parent working tirelessly to provide a better future for their child. What keeps them going? Purpose. It's the fire that fuels perseverance and turns obstacles into opportunities. Evolving with purpose. Your purpose isn't fixed. It evolves as you grow. What matters to you today might shift in the future, and that's okay. The key is to regularly check in with yourself. Ask, am I still on the right path? Does this bring me joy and fulfillment? How can I adjust my goals to stay true to my purpose? Purpose is not about reaching a final destination. It's about embracing the journey with intention and passion. Your next step, take a moment today to write your personal mission statement. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What kind of impact do I want to make? What legacy do I want to leave? When you live with purpose, every day becomes meaningful. Every challenge becomes an opportunity. And every step you take brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. Start today. Restart with purpose. Chapter 9, The Power of Action. Stop waiting. Start moving. Thinking is good. Planning is important. But without action, nothing changes. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. One takes action. The other makes excuses. It's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't know enough yet. But the truth is, you will never feel fully ready. The Stoics understood that real wisdom isn't about thinking. It's about doing. Excuses steal your future. We all make excuses. I don't have time. I'm too tired. What if I fail? But every excuse pushes your dream further away. Imagine planting a tree, but never watering it. Will it grow? Of course not. Your goals work the same way. They need action to come to life. No matter how small, every step you take builds momentum. Action creates clarity. When you start moving, things become clearer. Imagine driving in the fog. You can't see far, but as you move forward, the road reveals itself. Life works the same way. You don't need to see the whole path. Just take the next step. Every action teaches you something new. You learn what works, what doesn't, and how to adjust. Small steps lead to big change. Many people think success happens overnight, but that's a myth. True success comes from small, consistent actions. Want to be healthier? Start by drinking more water. Want to write a book? Write one sentence today. Want to start a business? Research for 10 minutes. Tiny actions done daily create massive change over time. Turn fear into fuel. Fear stops many people from taking action. What if I fail? They ask. But failure isn't the enemy. Inaction is. Every failure is a lesson, a stepping stone to success. The most successful people in the world failed many times before they won. Michael Jordan missed thousands of shots. Thomas Edison had countless failed inventions, but they kept going. So can you. Doers versus dreamers. There are two types of people in life, dreamers and doers. Dreamers talk about what they'll do someday. Doers take action now. Which one will you be? The only way to build confidence is through action. Every time you take a step forward, you prove to yourself that you can. And once you start, momentum takes over. The 5-second rule. When you feel hesitation creeping in, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This trick, created by Mel Robbins, pushes you past doubt. Your brain wants to keep you comfortable, but comfort doesn't lead to growth. When you act quickly, you bypass fear and train yourself to be a doer. Take responsibility for your life. Your life is in your hands. No one else will do it for you. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There isn't one. Stop blaming circumstances. You have the power to change them. Every action you take moves you closer to the life you want. Start today. No more waiting. No more excuses. Just action. Your challenge. Take one small action today toward your biggest goal. Just one. Then do it again tomorrow. And the next day, watch your life transform. Chapter 10. Mastering the art of persistence. The power of never giving up. A true reset is not just about starting over. It's about moving forward no matter what stands in your way. Life is full of challenges, but the ones who win are those who keep going. The Stoics believe that true strength comes from persistence. It's not about erasing the past, but about using it to build a stronger future. Every struggle, every failure, and every setback is a lesson that makes you wiser, tougher, and more prepared for what's ahead. Why persistence matters. Imagine a little seed buried under the soil. It doesn't grow instantly. It struggles against the dirt, pushes through darkness, and slowly reaches for the sunlight. That's how success works. The journey isn't easy, but if you keep pushing, you will break through. When we refuse to quit, we develop resilience, the ability to stand firm even when life tries to knock us down. This mindset helps us stay focused, no matter how many times we fail. The greatest people in history, scientists, leaders, and innovators, weren't successful because they never failed. They were successful because they never gave up. Challenges are not roadblocks. They are tests. When you face difficulties, don't see them as stop signs. See them as tests. Life is asking you, how bad do you want this? The only way to pass the test is to keep moving forward. Think of Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb. He failed over 1,000 times before he got it right. But did he stop? No, because he understood that every failure was a step closer to success. Your struggles are not meant to break you. They are meant to make you. Every time you keep going despite the hardships, you become stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable. Small steps lead to big changes. Success doesn't happen overnight. It happens one small step at a time. If you want to get fit, don't wait for motivation. Start with one push-up. If you want to write a book, don't wait for inspiration. Write one sentence. If you want to change your life, don't wait for the perfect time. Take action today. Every small action builds momentum. The more you do, the easier it becomes. When you keep pushing forward, step by step, you will look back one day and realize how far you've come. The power of mental toughness. When things get hard, your mind will tell you to quit. It will whisper, "This is too difficult. I'm not good enough. Maybe I should stop." But that's just fear talking. Instead, train your mind to say, "I can do this. Every struggle makes me stronger. I refuse to quit." Your mind is like a muscle. The more you push through challenges, the stronger it gets. The more you refuse to give up, the more unstoppable you become. Persistence turns dreams into reality. Think about the life you want. Imagine the success, the happiness, and the achievements. Now, understand this. The only way to get there is to keep going. If you stop now, you will never know how close you were to success. But if you keep going, you will eventually get there. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This means that no matter what happens around you, you have the power to control how you respond. You can choose to give up, or you can choose to keep moving forward. Your reset starts now. Don't wait for the perfect moment to take action. The perfect moment is now. If you've been thinking about starting something new, start today. If you face setbacks, use them as fuel to keep going. If you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Every day is a chance to reset, refocus, and move forward with determination. Your dreams are within reach, but only if you refuse to quit. The choice is yours. Will you be the person who gives up when things get hard? Or will you be the person who keeps going no matter what? The path is open. The next step is yours to take. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep believing. Because the only way to fail is to quit. Your future is waiting. Step into it with confidence, persistence, and an unbreakable will to succeed. If this message spoke to you, don't just leave inspired. Take action. Hit that like button so more people can find this and start their own transformation. And if you're ready to take this journey further, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every video is a step toward a stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable you. Let's grow together. See you in the next one.